Good morning. We are back for another one. Another cardio talks. Where I sit here talking whilst pounding the treadmill. And yeah, I've enjoyed doing these and I'm going to keep doing them. So yeah, keep your eyes out because they're going to keep coming. I wanted to talk about like investing in your health, because I'm an accountant, so I get so many people asking me, what can I do to grow my business? What can I do? You know, what can I invest in to build the business more? You know, in terms of advertising, equipment, that sort of stuff. And you know what? That's all well and good. All of that's great. But I actually think, and I think based on my journey, investing in your health will do so much more for your business than you ever even realise. Like since I've started this journey and my health's got so much better and I'm more energetic, I'm more motivated, you know, all of those things that come from getting healthier, I would say the business has actually grown more in the last 2 years than it had in the previous 5. Now that could obviously partly be down to just being more and more established, but I don't think it's a coincidence that, you know, the growth that we've had in these last 2 years doesn't run alongside me being a better person, a healthier person, happier person, you know, more energy. And I think all of these things stem from fixing my life, my health. And, you know, I'm more motivated, more disciplined, all the things that come from getting in shape and training and getting, you know, like bringing your health to sort of peak health, you know, chasing health over anything else. All these other things and all like when it comes to business and your whole life essentially, but focusing on business and and the size that we are now compared to what we was 2 years ago, I don't think we would have grown that much if I would have carried on the way I was. I was unhealthy, I was unhappy, I was unmotivated, I wasn't at the levels I am now in terms of my output, so that would have been reflected in the business. You know, and we've always grown year on year, but I would say 100% the amount of growth in the last 2 years compared to the previous 5 have been ridiculous. And I definitely aim it to me fixing my health. So my advice is 2026, the biggest thing you can do and invest in to build your business is your health. You'll look better, you'll feel better, you'll sleep better, all these different things that will improve, that all lead back to you being better. Performance will go through the roof in running your business, you know. All these things, you'll be more disciplined, you'll be better with your time management. Obviously you're healthier, feel better, all of that alongside it. So there's so many different things that will come from it. And then you won't need to invest money in, I need this advertising campaign, I need to put money into this and put money into that to build the business, because I think it will just grow from your health standpoint, being better, and then a year down the line it will continue to grow, and then you can start to go, right, how can we push further afield, you know, build our market and, you know, build our marketing campaign and, you know, invest in better training for you and for your staff and all of that sort of stuff. But I think if you fix yourself first, you're gonna be in a much better position anyway, and the growth you'll see from that will trump any marketing campaign that you could put money into. You know, just from investing in going to the gym, good nutrition, supplements, you know, fixing your health, personal training sessions if you can and you want to, like, you know, if you're that sort of person that would rather someone push you a little bit, coaching, like, you know, if you want to take the stress out of it, then finding yourself a coach and all, like, that is the best investment I have ever made is investing in my health. And I would highly recommend everyone to do it. And when I say investing in your health, I don't necessarily mean you've got to be a fat guy and invest in losing weight. That's not what I'm saying. Because there's plenty of people that aren't fat, but it doesn't mean they're in great health. You know, there's so many, like, you don't have to be fat to be unhealthy. And I'm not saying if you're, like, I know people that are fat that are probably pretty healthy, like, they're just overweight because they put too much in their face. And there's people at the other end of the scale, you know. But I think invest in your health this year, get you that top percentage, you know, that 90 to 100% of your potential, you know, get you feeling brand new, get you at that top end, because a better you will lead to a better business. You know, so investing in yourself, the business will grow naturally, and then down the line you can invest in other things. You know, if your performance is at your peak and you are performing to your peak level, you know, your recovery, your sleep, everything is optimal, your output will go through the roof, and then you will reach a point where you're, right now I need more. Whether you was to build a second business, grow your business, whatever it is, you know, yeah, you can go down that route knowing that you are equipped to handle the stresses of running a business and stuff, because you're disciplined, because you train regular, you know, you can control your cravings, you can lock in on the diet and all these things that will make you a more resilient person. And look, if you run a business, you know you need to be resilient. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, there's going to be trials and tribulations, there's going to be all these different things that, you know, curveballs that just come out of nowhere and sometimes knock you. But you've got to be the best version of you will overcome them obstacles and those stresses far quicker than someone who is not at peak health and in peak condition, and, you know. So yeah, that's what I want you to do. Invest in your health this year. Don't worry about putting money into advertising and all this stuff. Put money in your health. Go join a good gym. Go get a coach if you can afford one. You know, take all the stresses out of worrying about what to train, when to train, what to eat, when to eat. That's their job, you know. And a good coach will whip you into shape far quicker, you know. So you could probably have a year's worth of coaching, and then you might not need a coach after that. You might be, right, now I'm ready, now I'm dialed in, I've built the discipline, I've built the habits. That'll be the best year's coaching you could have ever had. You know, that could be, you know, and you can get coaches from £100 a month. So for 1,200 quid a year, say, to probably, I don't know, so let's say up to £2,000, in that range. You don't need some proper high-end super duper coach. You're not bodybuilding or whatever, you're just trying to fix your health. So if you're paying between, say, 1,200 and £2,000 a year on a coach, that 1,200 quid will be a far better investment than going to pay to be on, you know, Yellow Pages or whatever it's called nowadays. Do you know what I mean? Or do you know what I mean? It all the better than pumping into Facebook Marketplace and Facebook ads, sorry, and Instagram ads and all this other stuff. It will be a far better investment. So yeah, that's what I recommend doing. Get your health on track, let the business grow from that, you know, and then look at other routes to grow after. You know, you got to reach your maximum first, your potential. You know, if you're not at your limit, well, there's no point investing in all these other things, because you're not even giving 100% yourself. You know, you're not reached your maximum output. So what's the point of trying to invest in other things when your output can go up, which will lead to the business growing? Get your output up, then invest, then build a better team, a bigger team. You know, you get the right staff, the business will benefit from the great team, which I've found now. You know, we've now gone from me on my own, we went to 2 people, to now we're up to 3. I've got another accountant there who is as qualified as me, who's as experienced as me. And we also need another person. So like all of this in the last 2 years, we wouldn't have experienced that growth. 100% we wouldn't. Because I would have been unhealthy, I would have just been doing the minimum I had to, stuff in my face, not sleeping great, not exercising, not getting up early, going to bed late, you know, Netflix and chill without the good bit, you know. So yeah, that's what I recommend. Let's get it done, people. That's my morning cardio done. I want to see these videos. I'm seeing more and more people posting videos of their workouts and stuff, and I love it. I want to see it. I want to see more of it. So keep it coming. Post your content. You know, whether you talk on it or not, that will come. You know, I was petrified of doing it at first. I had to be encouraged by a friend. And now look, you can't shut me up. You're getting videos of me basically every day talking absolute shit. So yeah, get out there, take photos of your progress, videos of your training, videos of your progress, because I didn't do enough of them at the beginning, and I regret it now. Really, I haven't got an archive of my journey. Really, I've got minimal stuff, but it is what it is. Learn from my mistakes, video that shit, even if you don't post it. But if you do post it, good. Feel good about yourself, feel good about your progress. Anyone ever puts you down, give them the finger and tell them to suck their mum. Let's go, people.